I think this is one of those data points which keeps everyone happy. You've got core inflation falling, but it's not fallen quite as much as people were expecting. So I think that it will keep some of the hawks still in play, keeping them very cautious around signalling any kind of premature loosening of policy. And obviously we've got to remember for the Bank of England, tomorrow's meeting is one where there's very little communication. They don't want to rock the boat or make any moves that require a lot of explanation, given we're in the election period. But I think the overall numbers are good, but maybe not good enough to signal a big change yet.
But then on the other hand, the services number still came in hot. And to be fair, it's been hot for a little bit now. What do you make of that? Is that cause for concern?
That has been, and it's been a story for several months now, that the services numbers are just super sticky. And we know services and wages are very, very intrinsically linked. And we had the wage numbers last week, which were a bit hot as well. So I'm not surprised by that. And that's going to be the key thing for the Bank of England. That needs to start giving way before they can really signal a willingness to cut.
Hetal, what do you think has brought inflation down? Because we'll quickly get plunged into a lot of political voices having their say on what's driven this. We've got monetary policy at play. We have got fiscal policy at play, of course. We've got global influences. What do you think? What's the analysis as to what's been effective?
So, to a large extent, it's been base effects. So us economists like to talk about them all the time, but it is a low-hanging fruit that just because prices didn't go up as aggressively in the last few months as they did a year ago, that's allowed inflation to carry on drifting lower. But that's the easy bit. The hard work is still there. And I think we do need rates to stay higher for a prolonged period to just keep that pressure on. Even though we've had a very minor recession in the UK, that's not been enough to squeeze out the services and wage inflation that's needed.
Yeah, and what's the trajectory then for wages and for inflation from here?
So we're starting to see a few cracks in the labour market. I mean, the employment picture is not quite as rosy as it was a few months back. So that should start moderating wage demands. It's just letting that kind of the second round effects kick in, but in reverse. So where you have a little bit more uncertainty around unemployment and you start seeing less pressure on wage demands. Also, we know wage demands are a bit backward looking, linked to what inflation has been. As that starts to moderate, you get that virtuous cycle, but it just takes quite a long time going down versus going up.